how you doing, everybody? Today, this is BadBrad, and today I'm going to talk about ToneX, and I'm going in on ToneX and IK Multimedia or whatever, whoever makes this ToneX thing. I mean, I'm Gen X, I'm on the cusp, I'm on the edge of having a difficult time with software. Now, if something is overly difficult, I have a tough time with it, okay? I'm able to run Logic. I'm able to use a Kemper over 10 years. I had Fractal. I was able to use and edit their software. I have no problem with the HX Stomp. I'm fairly computer savvy. I'm able to run Final Cut Pro and edit my own videos. I'm able to do a lot on the computer, and I'm able to learn things and adapt. So when a new piece of gear comes in, sometimes, you have to, it's not always plug and play. You're able to make things work. And, the ToneX, I have a love-hate relationship with the ToneX. Okay, I'm kind of at my wit's end with ToneX because I've got the big ToneX pedal and I just got the ToneX One. Now, I love the tones of the ToneX. I love, all the different sounds. In fact, it was the reason why I sold my Kemper. But maybe I jumped the gun on that, okay? Now, I think the captures that the ToneX has, to me, they sounded better. But it's not an all-in-one solution like the Kemper was. The Kemper had, effects and a tuner and all of that stuff. And then once they added the editor, it was damn near perfect. But, they never updated their hardware. It felt like the Kemper was just kind of going to be the Edsel of modelers because they picked a format and a design and then they just stuck with it. And they never added touch screens or any of the modern features. They had the online editor and that was fine. And I really liked working with that. But, as far as sound quality, I thought other companies were catching up. And, here we are. We are with the ToneX One. I've got the full-size ToneX. But there is a fatal flaw with these devices, and I'm going to implore IK to fix this, to do something. Now, I just today, when I plugged this device in, it said, there's an update. Update the unit. So I update it. But it still is not addressing the one major issue I have with this. Okay, so the beginning track of me jamming, that's the ToneX, and it's a capture of, it says the perfect Plexi. And it is damn near perfect. It sounds great. But the problem I have with the ToneX and the way their whole system is with this editor and this librarian, it's overly complicated. It's way too complicated. But the major thing that I have a problem with is once I put a sound in this, I'm only able to adjust the settings, on here, but I'm not able to deep dive, on the editor and do anything. So I get this sound that's almost perfect, this perfect Plexi, but I hear that I've got to adjust the gate. So I press the Alt button, and right here is the gate, but it's only one of the gate parameters, and I can never get it to the sweet spot where it allows a natural decay, and it doesn't, if I turn the gate up too high, it doesn't do that stutter thing with cutting in and out and all that. I know I need to be able to get in and adjust those parameters, but once they're inside this, I can't do it. There's no way to access the deep dive features and tweak the sounds that are on this. I have to do it outside of it, and then that's some rigmarole with turn this button and do this. the ToneX software, I could give really two rats you know what's about. It's like the ToneNet is cool. The librarian of being able to load up your thing. I like all that. But what I need to be able to do is once I have a sound on there, I need to be able to click on that. It pulls up the amp. It pulls up the options for the parameters, all the things that ToneX, the software, does. I need to be able to do to the sounds that are in here. I need to be able to put the sounds in this and then adjust them. I need to be able to adjust that gate, or else it's bye-bye ToneX. I'm sorry, but it's like it's so close, and yet so far, right? My eyes adore you, ToneX, but for the love of God, IK, I need you to let me be able to click on the preset on this and then pull up all the parameters and adjust them. I don't want to have to put the sound in the ToneX and then do some rigmarole with the output here and this and that, and then adjust it on this. Well, guess what? Even if I could do all that, I would still probably get it in here and go, it's not quite yet. I need to be able to adjust all the parameters with the editor of the things that are in here. Okay, especially with the ToneX One, because there's only so many parameters you can adjust on here. Okay, now I know there's some other menus and deep diving and stuff on the actual ToneX pedal, but I feel that's too complicated as well. I know I could spend more time on that, but look, I've got a family, I've got a 3-year-old, I've got gigs, I've got, house obligations, I got yard work, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't have hours to futz around with a program. I need to be able to plug it in, get my sound onto here, make a couple adjustments, and boom, out the door with a killer guitar sound. Until IK does that, I'm losing interest in their platform. I'm losing interest in buying any more of their products. I still think maybe in the horizon, they're going to offer an all-in-one solution with delays and effects and all that combined with the captures. But if they don't allow me to make adjustments of the sounds that are loaded onto here with an editor, I'm out. I'm saying bye-bye, and I'm really, really frustrated with this unit. It's the one thing that would make it perfect. So come on, make the editor be able to adjust everything on here. I want to be able to change the cab. I want to be able to change the reverb. I want to be able to adjust all the parameters on the gate to get the sound dialed in. I can never seem to get the gate exactly right with just the one parameter. So please, I implore you, IK, do the right thing. Everybody else, I've heard a lot of other people complain. You need to make this happen, and you need to make it happen quick, okay? Just my friendly advice. If you have a different opinion or you think I'm an idiot, leave it in the comments. Meanwhile, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and check out my Sweetwater link if you need anything from Sweetwater. I appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.